Hey guys, what is up? This is AVJ yet again with a match between Nitrodar and Jark, and let's get this thing started. And yes, Jark is going to be spawning as the red Protoss in the 1 o'clock position, and Nitrodar going to spawning as the blue Terran in the 12 o'clock position. Now I have been trying to get some matches that doesn't take place in Zelnaga Caverns because I have been noticing that most of my castings have been going on in the same map. I just haven't noticed it that much, but yes, I have been scouring some various StarCraft 2 website just to get some some other map to cast on, and we are going to see Jark going to be placing that pylon down there, which is probably easier to defend. No, it's not easier actually. This just yeah, that's pretty good. And we are going to see Nitrodar going to be walling it off with a barracks and probably another barracks here and another supply depot here. That is not for certain, but yes, this is a pretty good wall off. Now the reason I think why Jark wanted to put all his buildings down here so that the units of Nitrodar don't get up here and get a very good vision of this ramp and this base and Jark's base right here. And in the case of Nitrodar, if Zealots do go here at the upper part of the ramp, they have vision of this, like this much, right? This much, right? And they are going to see a bit much. While if you have your buildings down here, the units are just going to see that way. There's going to be a fog of war there. So yes, it is going to be a little bit different, but that's something that you can do. You can do if you're walling off. So, and we are not going to see a barracks right here. We are going to see a supply depot, which is fine, by the way. You know, like you can always put them down, you know. And probably we're gonna see a reactor or a tech lab for Nitrodar. Yes, there is a tech lab now going to be out. Probably going to be Marauders, because Marauders are very good against Protoss gateway units. Yes. And we are going to see Jark gonna be chrono boosting that first Zealot. And I did not notice this, but Jark did make 2 assimilators, but he is not mining any gas. Like, he is at 0 gas right now, so he's gonna be probably pumping some more Zealots and whatnot. And we are and yes, he is going to be mining on that 1 assimilator. So he's gonna be probably gonna get a very not like an early, but he's going to be probably getting a warp gate soon. So oh, we are going to see Nitrodar going to be putting down that engineering bay, and yes, like I said, that barracks is going to have that reactor, and a second gas going to go up for Nitrodar, and he does have 2 Marauders now and 2 Marines, which is pretty good in holding off that very early harass from Protoss with those early Zealots. And Jark here gonna go with a Twilight Council. He's probably going to research charge because he does have a lot of Zealots right now. He doesn't have that much, but yes, he is probably going to research charge. And he does have a fort right here. I think that, yeah, that just in the edge of the sci field right now. Probably going to build some cannons, or yeah, cannons. And Nitrodar's not really pumping. He's just pumping Marines right now. He's not even. Yeah, he is. Nitrodar is gonna be researching a +1 weapons upgrade. And we do see that SCV just going to be scouting everything right now. And yes, there is the charge now going to be researched by Jark, and that warp gate needs to be chrono boosted. Initially, as Protoss, you really want to get that warp gate very early if you're going to go with a gateway heavy build, you know, like the mass stalkers or zealots. You really need to get that warp gate finished. That's just a thought. And yes, he does have that 2 new gateways. I would suggest him getting another one so that he can mass produce, but hey, that's his call. And yes, we do see that probe gonna be controlling that Xel'Naga tower. It is always good to control the Xel'Naga tower, but it's always a better idea to control this, so that you could have like full range of this entire area, so that if there are in fact any floating buildings or I don't know, some Vikings or battle cruisers, you can see them pretty much. And we are going to see nitrodar gonna get that first expansion. He's probably gonna fly that here, which I think Jark doesn't pretty much suspect, you know. I don't see a lot of players going to expand here except for like for Terrans, because they can fly the buildings. So yes, nitrodar is going to get that siege tank, and we do see nitrodar going to be moving out, and here comes a big engagement. Those zealots are going to be so good, and wow, what a very wonderful force field placement by Jark, and that just whittled the entire Marine Marauder army to just 3 Marauders. And we are gonna see attack here, and a siege tech going to go up. Of course, yes, he did control that. Jark, you heard me, eh? He did control that Xel'Naga tower, because it's very good just to spot if they have Reapers coming up here and just going around in your main army, or just to get some spot. And he does have some 2 more additional zealots gonna be going here with his army. As I said, he is going to be getting a lot of zealots, like 2 mez. That's a lot of zealots actually. And it is always very, very smart to get sentries along with your zealots, because zealots can alone win you the entire battle. You know, like sentries with their guardian shield will help against those Marine Marauder and siege tank army. And that force field, as you saw in the very first engagement, did help a ton, you know. And here comes a very he's not going to be busting in there. And I think he didn't, yes, Jark didn't lost any units. That's a few for him. And we do see siege tank now gonna be good to go, and some more siege tank going to be popped out. Then let's get over to the Protoss side, and he is going to be, yes, oh, that is 2 robotics facility. Let me rephrase that. That is 2 DOS, or DOS if you're like DOS. That is DOS robotics facility for Jark. That's 2 robotics facility for Jark. Probably going to be building, I don't know, on the top of my head, it's probably going to be Immortals just to counter that very annoying siege tank. And as I always have known, Immortals are very good against Marauders. Like, they can 2-shot them very easily. So, like, 1 shot, and another shot, and yeah. And we do see nitrodar going to be expanding here, not here, which is very smart, by the way. And yes, Jark is still, yes, he does have those 3 pylon placement, because at the middle of the game you always want 3 pylons stuck together, because you do get an additional I don't know, something additional, like Blizzard additional. I don't know. Yes, he is going to get some immortals with that action. I love immortals, and he does. Jark does have a 1/1 upgrade with shields and attack, while nitrodar does have 1 attack. So that +1 shield is going to help a little bit. I do recommend always researching the ground armor, because if so happens that your enemy Terran does have ghost, those ground armor upgrade are going to be your last resort. You know, like when you don't have any more shields, though, that ground armor is going to be the best line of defense that any Protoss player will have against a mass, like a mass Terran army. I don't know how to say it. And Jark still he needs to saturate all these minerals with about 2 to 3 probes. That's probably good. And we do see some more immortals going to be pumped out of Jark's robotics facility, and we are going to see 2. See, he heard me. Oh my god, I don't know how you're hearing me, Jark, but hello. Yeah, he is going to get a ground armor now. That's pretty good. And he is going to be finished that +2 weapons upgrade, and that's gonna help a lot in this Zealot Immortal Sentry army. Oh my goodness. And that lone immortal is just going to join all of his buddies just to die. And we do see a lot of siege tanks for nitrodar. And yes, he is still making some more siege tanks, and I think that's enough immortals. I think so. With that amount of zealots, yes, I think so. That's enough of immortals, but I think he should probably build another one or something. He is gonna get that 2 Templar archives. Sorry about that, guys. He's probably gonna research both of them. I don't know. But yes, he's probably gonna, yes. Oh yes, he is gonna research both of them at the same time. I think he planned that. Yes. And he's gonna get some, yes, he is gonna destroy this indestructible defeat. And nitrodar does not have any idea he's gonna destroy. And he is going to kill this off this expansion. And here comes the Marauder. And those force fields are gonna go up. And here comes the main army. And oh, nitrodar is just gonna back out, and those siege tanks need to be sieged, and here comes the big engagement. Those zealots are going to be charging, and those immortals are going to be decimating all that siege tanks. And oh my god, those zealots are going to be ripping through all of those marines and marauder mixes, and those immortals didn't have any damage yet, and oh my god, all of nitrodar's army are going to be killed. Oh my god, decimated. Yes, that is true. Terran is not that OP. And there is a GG for nitrodar. Oh, or an OG. OPG, you know. Overpowered good game. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I'd like to remind you of something that's very good for my channel. Visit my channel at avj317. You can find it there in my name down at the description bar. And what you're going to do when you're in my channel, well, you're going to click that very yellow box that says subscribe if you have an account. If you don't have an account, make an account, and please just subscribe. It will help me immensely, not financially, but morally, because I do get overexcited when someone subscribes to me, and I do have 2 subscribers now, and I just freaked out when 1 subscriber and another 1 subscribes to my channel. Anyways, guys, I will be casting a Platinum League next time, and yeah, this is AVJ going to be signing out, guys. Goodbye.